In the early 1960s, a city known for its maritime heritage gave birth to a musical revolution that would change the world. At the heart of this revolution was a man who saw potential where others did not. A man who would become known as the fifth Beatle. This is the story of Brian Epstein, the manager of the Beatles. Brian Samuel Epstein was born on September 19, 1934, in Liverpool, England, to a well-to-do Jewish family. Growing up, Brian was drawn to the world of arts and entertainment, though he struggled with his own identity and the expectations placed upon him by his family. The Epstein family owned a successful furniture store, and Brian was expected to join the family business. However, his passion for show business led him down a different path. In 1957, he persuaded his parents to let him manage a music store, where he quickly developed a keen ear for talent. The music store was called NEMS, standing for North End Music Stores. In 1961, fate intervened. Brian heard about a local band called the Beatles from a young customer who came into NEMS requesting their record My Bonnie, which they recorded in Hamburg. Intrigued, Brian decided to see them perform at the Cavern Club on November 9, 1961. It was a moment that would change his life and the course of music history. As the band performed on stage, Brian was mesmerized. The raw energy, charisma, and undeniable talent of John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Pete Best captivated him. Despite the band's rough image, Brian saw potential that needed his guiding hand. Yes, Brian was absolutely struck by their performance. He saw past the leather jackets and rowdy behavior. He saw a band with the potential to become something extraordinary. Brian was determined to make them stars. After their performance, Brian introduced himself to the band. He decided then that he wanted to make them an offer to manage them. Despite their initial skepticism, the band eventually agreed, sensing Brian's genuine enthusiasm and belief in their potential. Brian's influence on the Beatles' career was profound. He polished their image, encouraging them to replace their leather jackets with matching suits and to adopt a more professional stage presence. But his contributions were far beyond aesthetics. Brian negotiated crucial record deals, including a pivotal agreement with EMI's Parlophone label, where producer George Martin played a key role in shaping their sound. Brian's dedication to the Beatles was unwavering. He tirelessly promoted the band, securing them appearances on popular TV shows and arranging their first international tours. He also protected their interests, ensuring they were compensated fairly and shielding them from the exploitive practices common in the music industry at the time. As you can imagine, Brian was incredibly proud of the Beatles. He genuinely loved them, not just as clients, but as individuals and as friends. He believed in their talent and was thrilled to see them succeed. He often referred to them as my boys, and he took great joy in their accomplishments. Under Brian's guidance, the Beatles became a global phenomenon. From their groundbreaking albums to their legendary performances, they revolutionized popular music and culture. Brian's keen business sense and unwavering belief in their talent were instrumental in their meteoric rise. Despite the immense success, Brian faced his own struggles. The pressures of managing the world's biggest band, coupled with his personal battles with depression and substance abuse, took a toll on his health. Brian's lifestyle became increasingly erratic, and he struggled with feelings of isolation and inadequacy. As the Beatles grew in confidence and experience, they began to take more control of their careers. While Brian continued to manage the business side of things, the band's artistic direction became more and more independent. Despite these changes, Brian remained a beloved figure in their lives. Tragically, on August 27, 1967, Brian Epstein's life came to an untimely end. He was found dead in his bedroom in his London townhome from an accidental overdose of sleeping pills. He was just 32 years old. Brian's death marked the end of an era for the Beatles. While they continued to achieve incredible success, the loss of their manager and friend left a void that was never truly filled. Brian Epstein's legacy, however, lives on. He was a visionary who recognized the potential of a band that would go on to change the world. His belief in the Beatles and his tireless efforts on their behalf were crucial to their success. Brian Epstein was the man who discovered the Beatles, guided them to stardom, and forever changed the landscape of popular culture. His story is a reminder of the power of belief, the importance of vision, and the impact one individual can have on the world. So, what do you think of the story of Brian Epstein? Yeah, he made some mistakes here and there, but wouldn't anybody? Kindly let me know your thoughts about Brian Epstein and the positive impact he had on the Beatles and the music industry itself in the comments below. Please like and share and subscribe to this show on whatever platform you are listening on. Kindly remember that I've written a bunch of books about the Dakota, Friar Park, and Tittenhurst Park, and you can buy any of them on Amazon. Please check out the links below to see various ways to support my research and productions. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.